While everyone else is busy pretending the real scandal is Trump's opinion on a football team name, let's talk about an actual story that affects real people. Like the fact that while bitch boy Speaker of the House Mike Johnson sends Congress home instead of allowing a vote on releasing the Epstein files because Trump needs space, I'm sure he does, he probably got a big summer ahead, forging documents, blaming everyone else, and proving nothing. And while all that's going on, Trump is also reigniting his personal feud with Chair of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. Because Powell, unlike everyone else in Trump's orbit, won't fold, he won't lie, and he won't tank the economy just to make Trump feel tall. So let's unpack the latest tantrum and meet the one man in DC who's still doing his job like an adult. So Trump's been publicly floating the idea of firing Jerome Powell, which legally he can't do without cause. But that hasn't stopped him from blaming Powell for everything from inflation to poll numbers. So what does Powell say to all that?
Hi, Victoria Guida with Politico. Um, some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No,
No,
Can you follow up on do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
no.
that's it. That's the response. No press conference, no tweet thread, no fake outrage. Just a man doing his job without needing to prove anything to anyone. He's not throwing chairs. He's not gaslighting the press. He just believes in the independence of the Fed. And he's not budging. So naturally, Trump went looking for a pretext to attack him and settled on the Fed's new building being over his budget. Because Jerome Powell didn't go to school for construction management. He went to Princeton, then Georgetown Law, then Goldman Sachs. But sure, let's ask him to balance drywall invoices. So Trump visits a construction site, tries to embarrass Powell over project costs, and fails spectacularly.
3.1 billion went up a little bit or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm
And
not aware of that.
yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody since that.
Guy's so smug, it just came out. Let me pull some paper I wrote down before I walked out here in my pocket.
Yeah, it just came out.
I know that at about 3.1 as well.
3.1.
3.2.
Just calmly puts his glasses on. I like that. Let's see what this says.
Came from us.
Yes. I don't know who does that.
So first off, handing someone a piece of paper doesn't make you right, especially when the paper's wrong. And this next part, this is what it looks like when a man with facts meets a man with vibes.
Now, you're including the Martin renovation. You just added
Our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work. So,
It's not new.
Not new. So he's like, no, it's not really part of it. He's kind of being deferential, but an idiot. Trump's an idiot. He didn't even raise his voice. He didn't roll his eyes. He just reminded the president, the thing that he's mad about was completed before his last impeachment trial. That's not weak. That's strength. Basically, don't mess with a guy who knows his own construction budget better than a guy who couldn't finish a casino. And with Epstein, as the pressure builds, Trump pulls his favorite move, pretend the mess isn't his. And suddenly, he's out there saying Biden was the one who appointed Jerome Powell.
he's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him, but they did.
Man lies like a toddler who thinks, you forgot his bedtime. So let's go ahead and remind him. Trump nominated Jerome Powell in November 2017. Powell became chair in 2018. That's not a deep cut. It's basic U.S. government history. And just in case, that memory's fuzzy, here's Trump in the act.
Trusted positions in public office. And few of those trusted positions are more important than the chairman of the Federal Reserve. Accordingly, it is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
There it is, on camera, his guy. And now he's pretending it was someone else, just like he does with every disaster that he starts. Powell didn't change. Trump just hates when someone he appointed refuses to kiss the ring. So let's be clear. We all like, low interest rates, but Powell's job isn't to help Trump keep his majority of neuter clowns in the House and Senate. They can keep passing illegal, shitty stuff without consequences. His job is to keep inflation low and the economy stable. Cutting rates now, before inflation is fully under control, would spook the bond markets, drive long-term borrowing costs, and wreck the Fed's credibility. Trump doesn't care. He wants the quick win, even if it wrecks everything that comes after. So if you think this kind of story should be front page, not buried under some football nonsense, say so in the comments. And if you want the rest of it exposed, go ahead and hit
You built your
subscribe.
throne on fake gold, fake stats, fake pride. Now the whole world's watching you crash from inside. Talk big, but your walls made of lies and tweets. I'm the voice of the people, bringing fire to the seats.